And yes, it's your boy Kexis. That's me. I'm your boy, and we're back. Today, I actually want to talk about the Diablo 4 season mechanic, kind of go over some general thoughts. Season 1. So, let's hop right into it.
Not while I'm in town.
So, the season mechanic. Overall thoughts about the season mechanic. It's good and it's bad. It's good because it does allow you to interact. It allows you to get to the fun part of playing the game because there's not much in-game content. The most fun part of the game, in my opinion, is kind of leveling, feeling progressively stronger till you eventually reach wall, and then you have to actually sit down and think about your build. But until then, in my opinion, from level 1 to whenever it happens, that is the most fun part of the game. So most likely around when you get to like capstone 3, the third, the transition into world tier 4. And I think the season mechanic, is, like I say, it's good because it affects your skills, and the leveling process is way more fun, can be faster, but it's more just there's more going on, so that's good. It feels fun, right? It's bad because it is limiting in so many annoying ways, right? So think of it, right? The season mechanic drops different color parts that get socketed into your jewelry. But while you're leveling, you are swapping jewelry, swapping rings, you're probably swapping aspects. And because the jewelry has to be a certain color for whatever reason, say you get a ring, it has some nice stats on it, kind of like it, the ring makes you feel stronger. And the ring, for example, I have this blue ring, has vulnerable and double crit chance, double crit modifier. It's a 3 offensively rolled ring. It's a blue. So I have to put my blue whatever into the ring. So I'm basically stuck until I find another blue ring, just if not better than this one. And I have to get another malignant heart since you can't take them out, right? So I have to find another ring. It has to be blue, and it has to also roll better, if not so it has to either roll similar stats, if not better stats than what I had previously. On top of, I have to put an aspect on it also. So if I ever put an aspect on this ring, I have to worry about replacing the aspect. I have to worry about replacing the color. It has to also be a good ring, and I have to get another malignant heart, which is not that hard. But the other 3 things, and it has to be blue. It's just like, the fact that you can't extract malignant hearts is really stupid. The fact that there's not a way to like bypass the like color thing in a way. Like, yeah, you can farm as many blue, I guess brutal, you can farm as many brutal hearts as you want, but it's the fact that you need another ring to roll with similar aspects, and it has to be blue on top of the whole aspects part. I think it's just like, it just makes gearing more annoying in particular. And there's also like these super rare ones, which are the Wraithful Hearts. Again, they're good, they're strong, that's what you want them to be, strong. Problem is, so now I have this one. I have this super strong Wraithful Heart. It's level 2, not a big deal. I would love to have it in my build. The problem is, I have to find a necklace, right? Any color necklace, which is good. I have to find any color necklace, but it has to be a necklace that I won't be replacing soon, because these are apparently rare. So it has to be, or it doesn't have to be a necklace, but it has to be in a jewelry slot that I don't plan on replacing soon. And let's say I were to put it into I find something that's how do I word this? So I basically just do it into a useless necklace, right? Say I find a really good like a really good necklace, but it's orange or it's blue. That means I have to not only have to replace one of these, because you can't have two vicious or you can't have two of the same color. So that means I have to replace one of my rings. I also have to find a duplicate aspect for the same ring. I have to make sure the next ring is also just as good as the ring previously. You know what I'm saying? It's just really convoluted in that. So now I'm stuck using a ring that I don't really give two shits about, but it's orange, so that's fine. It's just like that in itself is really annoying. What is also really bad is you after like level 15, so let me show you. I basically collected all the malignant hearts I found, and I just basically scrapped all duplicates. So I scrapped all duplicates, and I basically, if I got something that was better or a higher level, I just replaced it. And this is what I'm basically left with. And there's probably some dupe oranges here. Yeah, there's like the dupe one. And this is basically what I'm left with. There's nothing in the game to indicate, you know, how many malignant hearts I've actually gotten, if there's rare ones, if there's low roll ones. Like, I feel like there should be some type of UI in the game under the season tab, maybe, that actually highlights which hearts I've gotten, which hearts I haven't discovered, how many hearts there are. The fact that you have to tab out into the website to figure that stuff out, I feel like it's stupid. And even then, it's just like a bunch of images and pictures. Like, there's no indication of like rolls relative to armor, relative to level. So I feel like not having that is just like really stupid, and it makes me not want to interact with the mechanic at all, which kind of goes against the point of having it in the first place. One thing I remember fondly about Path is when you have the mechanic, as soon as you leave, you're on the beach, you see the mechanic in like 1 or 2 minutes. Maybe not even that. Maybe, yeah, like I'll say like a few steps out, you kill a mob, the mechanic is there. And there's like normally a UI or something to gauge or constantly interact with the mechanic. So there's like a vendor or NPC, or there's something that you can constantly keep track of everything to do with the mechanic in game. There's nothing like that here, and it just makes interacting with it just annoying. I don't really have a problem with the bosses, and I like the skills. They're interesting to me. It makes Necromancer fun, but just how it's implemented and how it works on the like UI part of it all, it's kind of bad. Again, it didn't have to be Malignant Hearts. I mean, the Malignant Hearts are just like utility changes to the classes that's already in the game. Like, it's like the Malignant Hearts aren't making the skills change. It's basically auto casting, or yeah, it's from Necromancer is basically just auto casting and just percentage increases. That's it. It's like they're not super complicated. So it's a kind of a bummer that you, once you've gotten what you've got, you stop interacting with it. It's a waste of a mechanic, and it's persistent for 3 months. So I feel like in the context of that, you have something that you don't really want to interact with, that's kind of sloppy, not really UI friendly, missing, and there's a bug for one of them. So one of the hold on. There's one that you have a chance to, like, this one, up to whatever chance to inflicting fear for 3 seconds. Feared enemies are chilled for 20 seconds every second. At least when I used it with a sword, it was bugged and I was fearing myself. So not only do I not want to interact with the mechanic, I think that's not a bad one. That's not, because I'm stacking lucky hit anyways. I don't think it's bad. I can't use it because it's bugged. So I just stopped using it altogether. Stuff like that, bro. It's like, how can you have something that's supposed to last for 3 months, parts of it, one major part of it, which is the skill, is bugged. It puts CC on the character. That's not, I mean you could kind of use that in a very niche way, but I don't like feel bugged. That's not how it's supposed to work. And you know, once you hit 78 or once you hit 100, again, there's no reason to interact with the mechanic because it doesn't actually push you to do anything hard. It makes leveling easier or more fun, which is cool and good. But you basically can go from level 15, maybe 20. You do it enough in World Tier 1 or 2, you don't have to interact with it again until maybe World Tier 3 if you want to progress the quest, and then you can farm World Tier 4 so you can get level 4 so you can have the highest armor roll on them. But I just think it's whatever. The boss, I haven't done the boss, but apparently the boss drops 800 item power, higher gear, 780, 800, 1 or 2. I mean, I haven't had any problems as far as, you know, like I said, the builds are good. I feel strong. I just think the mechanic itself is just could have been implemented better. It's a lot of missing functions, and it has no real sticking power. I don't see no one playing this for 3 months and being excited for this 2 months down the line. So that's just my opinion. On the back end of that, right? I think it's okay. As far as being the first season, I would give it like a 4 out of 10. It's okay, but it's nothing to really look forward to. But on the back end of that, there's supposed to be a patch in the works coming soon. I actually don't expect it to come out this week. Maybe sometime next week. Oh wait, there's maintenance this week, so maybe it will come out this week. So if there is the patch on the maintenance day, right? That is like that would be a good opportunity to just pump a lot of life and power and a lot of fun stuff, fun changes into the game in season 1, kind of redeeming it. Like, I think as far as it stands right now, right, only thing you can really do is clear Nightmare Dungeon 100 and possibly kill Uber Lilith if that's a goal. It's probably possible, more possible than it was last season 0. But I think anything they can do to add into more fun and faster leveling is what is important. I don't care if it's giving every unique just 5 base movement speed. I think that would be amazing. I feel like uniques aren't really unique. I feel like if they could have 5 affixes or something, just something, some utility, movement speed or something to make uniques feel not all garbage. The fact that majority of uniques are garbage, huge problem. So I think if they could just pump life into majority of the uniques and pump life into Barb and Sork, it would give people a reason to actually want to level, play those classes, at least get to level 50, 60, 80 when they hit the soft wall. They got to experience some uniques, had some fun. That's fine. I think that's good enough. They're not gonna add anything. At least I don't see them adding any more bosses or anything harder. They should just do what they can to make the leveling fun as possible. You make the leveling fun as possible, fast, maybe not fast as possible, just fast, like all the interactions, moving around the map, going from dungeon to dungeon. You can just make the characters faster. That is what is really important. And, you know, build enabling uniques. there's obviously not too much they want to change with builds at the moment. So why not make? So I have, as far as uniques go, I've had 2. This was obviously what was part of what was making Bone Spear really good. I got this. Like, look at this item. Item is not that bad, actually. Right? But the whole, like, the corpse, like the volatile skeleton explosion thing doesn't really enable a different playstyle. It just basically takes my corpse and moves it to somewhere else. It does makes corpse stronger, right? And it does have, you know, I think like having a higher base lucky hit chance would be nice. Just something like this isn't really super interesting because it just basically takes my corpse explosion and moves it somewhere else. And on a boss, that's useless. When I'm fighting mobs that are standing on top of me, it's also useless. But I'm not really here to discuss balance. It's just some thoughts I've had. And yeah, that's really it. That's my thoughts on season 1, the mechanic. I'm gonna get this Necro to push for Nightmare 100. Once I clear that, I'll see how I'm feeling and we'll go from there. Anyways, take care. I'm still obviously enjoying the game. I'm level 56. You can look at my stash tabs. I've been collecting every aspect, trying to get rid of dupes. I had 2 uniques. I like my build. No complaints really. And I'll be posting some Nightmare dungeon pushes soon. I just feel like they're not hard, right? So like, who cares if I post a Nightmare 20 run? It's not difficult. I would say once I get to like Nightmare 60 plus, then that would kind of be more entertaining and actually gauge the character strong or not. Anyways, thanks for watching. I appreciate everyone who watches. Tell someone you appreciate them, and take care. See you in the next video. Peace.